All right, there we go. So today we have to check page 12, activity 5. Page 12, activity 5. You have a pronunciation. Oh, highlighting. Um, so you have there an activity about pronunciation. And it says, word stress. Underline the stressed syllable in the multisyllable adjectives. Interesting. And then you have the listening activity, but I'd like to try this activity without the listening first. So let's see. Let's check. So activity 5. So the people are coming. There we go. Okay, what about the first word you have there?
Anxious.
Anxious.
In pain.
Anxious.
Anxious.
En.
Okay, good.
The first.
A-N, anxious. Wonderful. Let me zoom in there. There. Anxious. Good. What about the second one?
Ambition.
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 B-I.
BI.
Second.
Okay, good, but wait a moment. Let me, because you're saying the word correctly, but there is one sound, okay, that's not being mentioned, and it's important. Okay, take a look at the pronunciation here. I have ambitious,
Ambitious.
ambitious. Okay, so the stressed syllable is B.
B.
B here, right? Ambitious. And the last sound is sh, like asking for silence, right? Ambitious. So that was one. Anxious. Number two, ambitious. Number three,
Generous.
Generous.
now, in this case with generous, is the first, I know, the first syllable. Generous, right?
Yes.
Generous. Okay, good. What about the next one?
The second. Rebellious.
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 Uh-huh.
Rebellious.
Look up the pronunciation here. Rebellious. Rebellious.
Rebellious.
Right? The second syllable is the stressed one. Rebellious. Okay? Rebellious. Okay, good. Number two. What about
Sociable.
Double.
The first.
The first.
again? Pay attention to the sound. So
Social.
sociable. Sociable.
Sociable.
With a sh in the middle. Sociable. So the stress is in the first syllable, right? Sociable. And then next word is
Reliable. The
good.
second.
Good.
Second. Period.
Reliable. Reliable. Okay. Good. So reliable. Number three.
The
Responsible.
second.
Responsible.
Responsible.
Second.
Second.
I know. Wait. There. So again, responsible. Responsible.
Responsible.
Responsible and the second syllable, right? Responsible.
Yeah.
Second syllable. And then we have
Sensible.
Sensible.
The first.
With the first.
the first one. Oh my God, no. There. Sensible. Well, that was easy. Number four.
The second. Competitive.
Competitive. Competitive.
Good. Competitive. Competitive. Right? Good. The second one. Competitive. And next.
Talkative.
Talkative.
First.
First.
Oh, look at this. Talkative.
Talkative.
talkative,
Talkative.
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 Mhm. Forget about the L. Okay,
The
so
L is mute. No?
Friendly.
the L is missing. Okay, talkative, talkative. Good.
The same.
sensitive,
It's the same. Sensitive in the first.
the first,
Sensitive is the first one. Sensitive. Yeah, that's easy. That one. Okay, that was number 4. Sensitive, talkative. Then we have number 5.
unfriendly,
Friendly.
the second,
Unfriendly. Mhm.
the
Unfriendly.
second,
The second one, yeah. Then we have
Insecure.
The third one.
insecure, insecure, the
insecure.
third,
The first.
Insecure. Insecure.
Insecure.
Very nice. Good. Let's go with insecure. Next one,
Impatient.
impatient.
second,
Patient, the second one.
Second
And
one.
the last one,
immature,
Immature.
the
immature.
third,
The third syllable here. Mature. Mature is the stress one. Immature. So immature. Okay, we good?
Yes.
yes,
Good. Wonderful. So that was activity number 5. And then it says, well, listen and check, right? It says, listen again and repeat. Are prefixes, example, an, in, and suffixes, as, though, and tive, stressed? Are they usually stressed? The prefixes and the suffixes?
No, no.
No, they're not. Usually prefixes and suffixes are not stressed. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's continue with activity 6 that says reading. And it says, what's your position in your family? Are you the oldest child, a middle child, or the youngest child, or an only child? So, what's your position in your family?
I'm the oldest.
Youngest.
The oldest.
Only child.
I'm the
Me
oldest.
youngest.
The youngest?
The
Many,
youngest.
the youngest. Many young children here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. Anyone who's the oldest in the family?
Me. The
You,
oldest.
Daddy, you're the oldest. Anyone
Yes.
else?
I'm the oldest.
Carlos, you're the oldest. Okay,
The oldest.
the oldest.
Four brothers.
All boys, all men.
Four
Look at that.
boys.
Look at that. Question for the eldest son or daughters. Do you consider yourself to be more responsible than your younger brothers or sisters?
Absolutely.
Yes.
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 Totally.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Because that's a stereotype that people always say that the oldest son or daughter is the most responsible one,
Yeah.
the siblings. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So you prove the stereotype right, that it's correct. Okay, now activity B, it says look at 4 groups of adjectives. Which group do you think goes with each position in the family? For example, the oldest. If we say outgoing, charming, and disorganized, is that the oldest child, the middle child, or the youngest child?
depend,
It
Depends.
depends.
Me.
The youngest.
The
Medium
youngest,
or middle.
youngest or the middle, okay. And if we say responsible, ambitious, anxious,
The oldest.
The
The
oldest.
oldest.
The oldest.
okay. And if we say self-confident, independent, and spoiled,
The oldest.
Only
Yeah.
youngest.
The oldest.
The oldest could be, yeah. And it would say sociable, sensitive, and unambitious.
And
Middle.
ambitious.
Middle child.
Middle child,
Middle child.
probably. Yeah, unambitious. Look at that. Well, they have a
So,
prefix. Un.
but self-confident, independent, and spoiled, maybe is the youngest too.
In my personal opinion, I think that the youngest is the most
Yes.
independent one, and sometimes spoiled. Yeah,
Yeah.
but well, that's my opinion. Okay, well, good, interesting. Because again, this is just an opinion, right? Now
Yeah.
we've got an article to talk about this. It's only one page. Yeah, it's only on page 12. The article. Okay, we're going to read this article. Who would like to start with the first paragraph?
Me?
Okay, who's it me? A
Uh,
male voice. Daniel, was it?
yes.
Okay, good, Daniel. Let's start.
Uh, since then, and two,
How birth from the
ye-
title.
yes. How birth order influences your personality. Nowadays, it is an accepted fact that our position in the family, that it's whether we are an oldest child, a middle child, or a youngest child, or an only child, is possibly the strongest influence there is on our character and personality. So, what influence does it have?
Okay. And read one more. The oldest.
I continue. Do I
Yes, one more.
The oldest child, first world children often have to look after their younger brothers and sisters, so they are usually sensible and responsible as adults. They also tend to be ambitious and they make good leaders. On the negative side, oldest children can be insecure and anxious. This is because one age.
Yeah. Okay. Then we will do the activity. So don't worry. Okay. Good. Thank you. Who's next? The following paragraph. Okay, Fabian, the middle child.
Yes, the middle child. Middle children are more relaxed than the older children, probably because they are usually very sociable. The kind of people who get on with everybody. They are also usually sensitive to what other people need because, for the same reason, they are often quite good at sorting out arguments, and they are always sympathetic to the ones on the losing side, or in general, though to people who are having problems. On the other hand, children can sometimes be one virtuous and they can learn direction in life.
Okay, good. Before we continue, be careful with some words that it was good. Okay, let's check some words here.
What's the meaning of lack? They can lack direction.
Something that's missing, lack, falta de. Okay?
Huh.
Lack of, for example, lack of confidence. So the person doesn't have confidence.
Lack direction in life. Okay.
Mhm. So look at this word. We have sociable, right? So the sh is in the middle of the word. Sociable. Okay, so careful with that word. And then there is another one. Where was it? Mm, Sympathetic. This one. Sympathetic. Right, with a th in the middle. Sympathetic. Sympathetic. And the stress is in the. Sympathetic. Right? So sympathetic. And well done. Okay, be careful with those two words. It was really good. But we have to start paying attention to certain words. Okay, wonderful. Let's continue with the following paragraph. Who reads? Next one.
Hi.
Okay, good.
The youngest child. Youngest children are often very outgoing and charming. This is the way they try to get the attention of both their parents and their older brothers and sisters. They are often more rebellious, and this is probably because they can also be immature and disorganized, and they often depend too much on the other people because they spend a lot of time with adults.
Okay. Okay, now, one word only with this one. Disorganized. Disorganized. Careful with that one. Disorganized. Okay, wonderful, good. Someone else to read?
Me.
Okay, fun.
Okay. The only child usually do very well at school because they have a lot of contact with others. They get a lot of love and attention from their parents. Also, they are typically self-confident. They are also independent as they spend so much time by themselves. Then because they are often very organized, so only child can sometimes be spoiled because by their parents. They can also be quite selfish and get
Impatient.
inflated, especially especially when things go wrong. This is because
Okay. Be careful with impatient. Impatient. Okay, good. Excellent. Questions about vocabulary?
What is be spoiled?
Ser malcriado.
Okay, thank you.
Que le cumplen los caprichos también. Spoiled. Okay, good. Now, there is a little activity here. As you can see, there are blank spaces, right, in each paragraph, and each blank space corresponds to one phrase from activity D. Okay, that's it. Read the article again and complete it with reasons A to H. Okay, so you have the reasons here. For example, H that says, when the second child was born, they lost some of their parents' attention and maybe they felt rejected. So that was in paragraph 1, right? So these are the reasons that you have to match to the paragraphs. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to do this
Okay.
and we'll check it. Let's start with the letters. So we have A, they grew up between older and younger brothers and sisters. Number
Hey,
Yeah, A is
3.
number 3, right? Good. A is 3.
ah,
A is 3. B, it's easier for them to break the rules.
4,
Number 4, 4B.
Yeah, 4.
C, their parents were more relaxed themselves.
Two.
Two.
2.
Two.
Number 2. D, they're given everything they ask for.
6.
7.
7. D is number 7. E, they have always been the baby of the family.
5.
5, yeah,
5.
that is 5. They spend a lot of time with adults.
6.
6.
Number
Six.
6. Yeah, number 6. G, they're never had to sort out problems with other brothers and sisters.
8.
8,
Number G, I forgot. Oh, yeah, 8. Good, 8. Question: what is sort out?
Sortear,
Well, in Spanish we could say sortear or resolver. Yeah.
resolver,
To
algo
sort
así,
out.
¿no?
Yeah. Good. So good. With a G and H. H is done. Okay. Wonderful. So do you think that the description in the article is correct? Would you say that it's spot on?
Yes, and the youngest child, it's a description of myself.
Okay, you felt related.
Yes.
Okay, good.
For me, depends.
No,
No,
Not always.
for me, no.
no.
I am the younger.
The youngest. And you are not like the description.
No.
Look at that. Interesting. Okay. So we could say so far 50-50. Well, no, actually no, because 2 versus 1. Interesting. Is there another youngest son, child there? No, only the 3 of you. Because this is almost a tie. Well, interesting. I think that the youngest are always the more independent. This is again based on my experience, but usually they are. But most of them are responsible. Okay, well, good. Now, let's continue with the listening activity. That says you're going to hear 2 people talking about a time when they or one of their siblings behaved badly. Look at some words from each story with a partner, try to predict what happened. And we have James' story and Marilyn's story. Okay? So James' story we have brother, teenagers, fighting, stabbed, finger, penknife, accident, mom angry, blood, horrified, hospital. What is to stab? Because this is conjugated, but the verb is stab. What is stab?
I don't know.
It's related
No. Acuchillar, puede ser.
apuñalar. Yeah. To stab. Okay. So stab means apuñalado in this case. So what do you think happened here?
Right?
Murder?
A murder. Well, that was quick. A murder, maybe.
An accident, maybe.
An
And
accident, maybe.
with blood,
With blood.
blood.
Okay, good. And an accident. Who got an accident?
The brother,
The brother.
James' brother.
James' brother. Okay. Good. All right. Interesting. So maybe there was an accident here. And then in Marilyn's story, we have sister parrot cage, left out fly, looked everywhere, cried, bedroom cupboard, hidden, frightened, horrible window. Wow. What is the situation here?
The parrot escape.
The parrot take what?
Escape.
What do you mean by take?
Escape, escapar.
Escaped. Escaped. The parrot escaped. Okay, probably. Do we know if they found it?
Yes, it was hiding.
It was hidden. Okay. It was where? Where could it be hidden?
In the cupboard.
In the cupboard, right? Okay, good. So we're going to give this, we're going to listen to this once, only once. Okay, so then we can comment on what happened. Okay, and what was the result, what happened in the end. Okay, with these predictions. Let's see.
I can remember one terrible thing I did to my brother when we were teenagers. I have a twin brother. So we used to fight and argue a lot as kids and teenagers. And one time, when we were about 15, we were fighting, arguing. We shared a bedroom. So we were in our room, fighting each other, and I accidentally stabbed him in the finger with a penknife that I was holding in my hand. And it was a total accident. And I was holding it, and I was kind of threatening him, but I didn't really mean to stab him, obviously. But I did. And I was absolutely horrified at what I'd done. And of course he, my brother, he looked down at his finger with his blood coming out from where I'd stabbed him, and he looked up at me and he said, "I'm going to tell Mum," which sort of made me laugh because, you know, we were both 15 at the time, and it was a very childish thing to say. And he ran downstairs to tell our mum, and I was absolutely terrified that she was going to be really angry with me, which she was, of course. But he was fine, by the way. It was a very small cut. He didn't have to go to hospital or anything. It was absolutely fine, but he's still now, and this is, you know, we're in our late 40s now, so this is 30 years ago, but he still sometimes tells people when we meet them about when I stabbed him. But yeah, it wasn't a very nice thing to do to him.
Well, my sister was 4 years older than me. She still is, actually. I remember once, when I was about 10 years old, I had a pet, a bird. It was a small green parrot called Charlie, and I really loved him. He lived in a cage, but I sometimes let him out to fly around the house, you know, so he could have some freedom. And one day I was in my bedroom and I let him out, but then something happened. I can't remember what, and I forgot about him for a while. And then suddenly I couldn't see him anymore. And, well, I looked everywhere for him. I looked all over the house, and I couldn't find him anywhere. Oh, I cried and I cried because, well, I was sure that he had flown out of the window. And my parents started to help me because they felt awful about it as well. And just when I was completely hysterical, my sister admitted that in reality, she had hidden him. She had shut him inside a cupboard, can you believe? Well, she opened the cupboard, and poor Charlie was there. He was so frightened, but we were all really relieved to find him. Oh, my sister was so horrible that day. Of course, now we get on really well, but I still remember what she did to poor Charlie. And sometimes, when she comes to see me, I hide her car keys or her purse or something, just to remind her of it. Is that bad?
Okay, good. So tell me, in the case of the first situation, right, between these two brothers, James and his brother, what happened?
They were fighting in the room.
They were fighting in the room, and
He
An accident.
stabbed his brother by
he,
accident.
he stabbed his brother. It was an accident, yeah, that's true, but was it a serious injury? Was it serious? Did his brother go to the hospital?